Hello Pilgrims, I'm Colonel Failure and you're back with the Farming Simulator 2019. Now, last time you were here I was just kind of pottering around mowing the lawn, which was a thrilling episode for all who beheld it. But today we're going to be moving onwards and upwards and sideways because I've been extraordinarily busy. Because all that you see before you is now mine. Mine, oh mine, oh mine. If you'd like to see how I got to that stage, why not pull up a chair and stick around. Ah, good. Time-lapse time. Right, I'm driving this done now. Okay, I'm picking up some of this to go. I'm driving a tractor is what's occurring here, and there's a good bit of truck unloading. I did quite a lot of this. All the action there. Weeding. Yeah, did that. Not very profitable. Take that, signpost. It did me bales there. That made some money. Usually while Johnny Helper was out doing his harvesting. Obviously that field took flipping. We're back here. There's a train, look. That's good. Still driving somewhere in that. Oh, I'm driving somewhere in this. And, bit more harvesting. Train's just parked. Couldn't tell you why. Taking some more stuff off to be delivered there. Usually Johnny would do the business and I'd go and deliver. Oh yeah, cotton. Don't do cotton. Bit of weeding, loading that, driving this thing around, doing a bit of ploughing, chop some trees. That was just for break up the monotony a little bit. Unload some more of that. Yeah, bit of pollination. What's that called? A bit more on the truck. Yeah, unload another one. Yeah, thanks for that. Cheers. Finally deploying the whatnot. No, never mind. There's another truck. Drove that too. There you go. Deploying the whatnot. Doing some of that. Get back onto cotton again. Driving this around some more. There's a signpost. It's going to get it. And cut that off before it hit the payday. There. I was back on driving this. This is not the most compelling of time lapses I've ever encountered. Windrowing. That's good done. And some ploughing, of course. There. Who edited this? How am I supposed to put any kind of narrative together when it's just going to keep flipping between? Now, I've got some shiny new things here at the Casa del Failure. We've got ourselves our own wood chipper. We've got this conveyor belt thingy that doesn't work. You've got some logs that I pushed over here. I haven't been able to get them to do what I wanted to, but that's okay. This is my new trailer that does something. This is a windrower, which I was using while I was still activating the grass there. There's the old faithful planter. There's the old faithful combine harvester, forks. That's the new lawnmower. I killed the last one. I couldn't bear to be among it any longer. And then over here we've got the stump ripper here. Oh yeah, that's a stump ripper. I don't know what it's actually called. I call it a stump ripper. Anyway, before I can get to anything else today, I've got a whole lot of baling to do. That's okay, because the new baling machine is it's the eighth wonder of the world, frankly, if I don't tip it over, which is by no means certain. I was trying to get a narrow angle to hitch up to it, but this thing is a flipping marvel. Come here. No, look, this is supposed to be quite seamless. I mean, I've probably parked my combine a bit close to it. No, it popped up. There we go, we got it. All right, okay, out we go. Now, obviously, this new paved area here, I'm still somewhat getting to grips with it, which is why everything's just kind of lying around the joint. But that's okay. So we deploy the arm here. Oh, yeah, look, watch this. And then we just drive up to this at warp speed. It goes, bungs it in the trailer. Terrific. No, missed that one. Never mind. Aim apparently is still a thing that we need to worry about. Now, what I should do, but obviously I'm not gonna, is load one up and then move very slowly forward to the next one. But no, what I try and do is maintain a heady amount of speed, and then grab the next bale. Yeah, there we go. See, we just grab whatever's closest when we've reloaded, and there we go. Right, and then see, once it's got three, hold on, this is worth watching. It shoves the lot back, so it can get another clip on there. It's fantastic. Now it will hold 24 of the bales on there, which is also jolly helpful, because 24 is quite a good number of bales to, oh no, oh, you've got your angle off there a bit, Tiger. But no, I mean, it makes all of this an absolute doddle, which rather renders it a bit of a shame that no grass grows here anymore. You get a bit of a patch like this, and then you get patches that aren't. And as you can see from this bit of brown we've got coming up, for those of you who have any level of experience of such things at all, that will explain why it doesn't work. Because I went a bit terrain happy, and I replanted it all with some nice green, but the nice green does not appear to be yielding any of the grass. So for once, I actually invite the comments of, well, how do I get that working again then? Because that was all going rather swimmingly, and now it's not going anything. It's the grass is all dead. I mean, as much as I didn't want to ride on my lawnmower anymore, no, now I'd quite like it to start growing. I bought a new mowing thing and everything, but no, not so much on that front, which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, I have bought both sections of land. I've expanded my field. I mean, you know, I regret that on a regular basis because it means that there's a heck of a lot more of this kind of caper to be getting up with. But that's all good. You can put that away. I don't know why you're redeploying. We've got to go and sell this lot for money, which is good. This is one of the ways that we made some money, is doing the old baling there. Let's get some downhill, and that way we can go a bit faster, you see. And then at the last minute, we turn uphill into the current and crest the hill in the usual way. Now, obviously, I've got my sights set on this bit next, so that I can build basically a motorway through this bit for the disposal. Oh, flipping Nora. Come on. Yeah, I know the big lump on the nose there possibly isn't helping. I've just taken to carrying it around with me when I haven't got my forks on. That way I don't keep running into it. The number of times that I would try and run over the big weight thing while shifting stuff about, it wasn't even funny. No, if it was, I'd have probably committed it to video and gone, ha ha, look at me, I've come done the weight thing on the thing again, and it's very funny. Anyway, it's not, so we're not doing that. Right, now, there is a knack to actually getting paid for this, and you've got to do this, and then we all get to howl in delight as I go backwards. Start howling anytime you please. Anytime. Right, that's it, good, straighten it up, and back we go. Right, and money. No, you've got to press the unload button, which is you or I or no. What's Y all about? Oh, okay, yeah, that's a button. There you go. Right, zoom out. Let's David Copperfield these bales. Now what? There's probably another button. Is it you? No. Is it I? No. Is it Control U? No. It's Control I. Is it Y again? There we go. Look. That's a ticket. Look at that. Look. Ho, 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 ho. That's a meaty number of bale money. Right flipping there. I like it a lot. And you know, that's part and parcel of doing that. Now, obviously, I did some contracts as well, as you possibly witnessed earlier on. I did a lot of contracts as it happened, because I ended up earning about 500 grand. And I foolishly, I took on quite a few that paid about 50 grand a throw. Don't do that. No, only take on a mission that pays 50 grand a go if you haven't got any plans for the next 5 or 6 hours, because they'll have you doing stuff with cotton. Let me tell you, don't do stuff with cotton. You'll regret it. There's a novelty in the old machinery stakes there, but fundamentally, it's just a good way of using up, well, I mean, a lot of your life. Frankly. Anyway, I'm just going to grab them. We're not going to drop these off. I'm just going to stick them on here, because that way I can put Johnny Touchdown back on the ploughing. Yeah, I mean, I got my timing a bit wrong this time round. I didn't get a full harvest. The weeds had got somewhat out of control before I'd got them cleansed. Before I'd purged the evil weed. I got a bit overrun, and we lost out on some crop as a result of that. But that's okay. I'm not too downhearted about that. I mean, it's over double the size of my field now, so the amount of money made from it is really quite splendid. Right, now then, if I bung this over here, go get me plough. Now we're still rocking the small plough. I had hoped to buy a second tractor, because that way I could be doing some work, Johnny Touchdown could be doing some work, and Jenny Touchdown could also be doing some work. Everybody doing work together like some kind of jolly family of working people. But no, that was not to be. Now, before I can turn this loose, I've got to deal with this brown. Now, the reason that this is brown and not actually useful is because I tried to get the wrong button, dude. Okay, thanks. Yeah, do that. Yes. Do this. No, that. Yes. And then you've got to press Y, but I don't know if I already pressed it or not. I think I did. Did I? It looks like I did. No, didn't. Okay, yeah. No, you see, I tried to replant the grass, planted the wrong colour. It's hellish. So I had to replant some mud, which is the thing you need to do occasionally. And after replanting the mud, there you go. It doesn't actually count as part of your field. So you've got to replow it, and then it becomes part of your field. And in order to do that, you've got to have turn things into field switched on. Now, bizarrely, what I didn't need to do is turn it into mud. This could have just been grass, and I've been wondering whether ploughing all of the grassland that surrounds my field and then planting it with grass seed would do that which I crave, which is covering everything else in grass. Because ploughing up grass, no time at all. But I bought a windy rower, and and I've got a good solid bit of mowing action ready to rock and roll, but nothing's growing. No, not even slightly. Apart from the bits where it is growing, but other bits, they're not. No, they're not. It's just not happening. Right, there he is, Johnny Touchdown, getting back to work. So let's take a tour of the facility, shall we? Now then, if we look at the map over there, right, good. So what we've got here is, this is obviously my original bit, but I've occupied next door and I've ploughed most of it under already. I'm in the process, although I'll be honest with you, not successfully, I'm in the process of removing every tree in the vicinity. Yeah, see, like this one. See, what we do here is we do that, go down a bit, and then let them have it. Now, this is about as far as I get as far as dealing with these trees is concerned, because I'm not going to chop them all into little logs and then cart them by hand over to something. Timber, yeah. No, they just kind of lie there afterwards, looking desolate, and I'll be honest, it's not actually that helpful. It's just queuing up a bunch of jobs to do later on. There you go. Let's do this one, and 4. Beautiful work. Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely terrific stuff. But this is all my land now. I own this white thing here, which is super. Hang on, there's some more, but have chainsaw will travel. And how's that? Beautiful. Yeah. So yeah, I own this white edifice. Put a chainsaw away. I don't know actually. What else do I own around here? I don't know. No, I don't own much further. I think the road is the delimiter of what I own. But I own this. Oh, what can I do with this? I hear you cry. Absolutely nothing. It's pointless scenery is what it is. Can I bulldoze it? Nope, can't bulldoze it. And I'm sure you know how vexed that makes me. Makes me vexed enough to do this and leave it here forever. All right, here we go. And yep. Yeah, I mean, I'd planned to turn all this land into a landfill or a waste furnace or something along those lines, because they make good money. But no such luck. Anyway, I own this wooden number as well with the corrugated roof. There is an area where I can jump. I mean, look at all this rubbish. And what are you supposed to do with that? Well, what you can do with that is you can jump in to the Merry Terraforming tool here. So you can see where I've already done so. Oh, look, some trees appear to have fallen on the road. It's probably like a windy day or something. But then you go over here and you go, yeah, we're over here now. And then you select the terrain type that really tickles your fancy. And I've gone past it. Flipping. Wait, yes. Right? And then you pave the sucker. Get paved. There we are. See? And that removes all the bushes. Doesn't remove any of the tree stumps. No, I've got to go and do that manually. But that's all good. I can pave this. I can pave some. Well, I'll just go pave crazy, shall I? We'll turn it into something a bit more practical later on. But for now, I just feel like paving all of my land because that's the mood that I'm in. When I decide to do something practical with it later, I'll change it to something else. But there you go, paved. It's relatively inexpensive. It's when you start mucking about with sculpting that the cost factor tends to get a little bit out of hand. But I'm a bit more careful about that. And I'll tell you, while I'm doing it, the commentary is not up to my usual standards. For one, I'm swearing every 30 seconds. So there you go. Look, now paved. Suck on that, nature. Yeah, we've paved the heck out of it. I own the restaurant, which is nice. Do I get a kickback from it? No. I own this house, and again, can't do anything about that. Oh, I can pave the whole of the area out here, though. That seems to be worth it. Yeah, there you go. Pave all of my property. I own the construction site, which is super. Can I finish the construction? What do you think? I own this car, can't do anything with it. So really, what this has done. Hold on, steady on. Yeah, I mean you're hilarious and everything, but now you're in peril of wrecking your one field that you made work. So yeah, there's that, and it looks absolutely marvellous once you've done it. And here's some grass, just teasing me, going, oh, you can harvest this, you know. And I go, oh, it's your flipping whatnot. So I've got all of this, which is great, but I can't do anything with it. But it's all mine. So yeah, as you can see, I've been at it with the chainsaw in a totally platonic way, you understand. But we have got a relationship going on, and the aim here, I don't know, which is the right way to go. Now, if I occasionally get this, no, that's not it. That's just chopping branches off. That's not what you do. If you run along here with the chainsaw in an appropriate fashion, there you go. See, look, yeah, it did that one. It lops the branches offside, or the little ones anyway, and then you can kind of go, this is a little bit more manageable. I shall feed it in the wood chipper when I can be bothered. Right, good. I see. I now have not only a figurative wood chipper, I've got a literal one as well. No, it's not even a literal one, I'm afraid. It's a virtual one. All right, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. See, look, I've got this flipping thing on the top. We might as well show off the wood chipper. It is ruddy marvellous. Right, if we dissect this bit here. There you go, that's got it. Right, I might just be able to carry that one. Obviously, I am incredibly feeble, but even so, they might actually be able to use it. How's he getting on over there? He's doing great work. Good. So obviously we keep him working busily in the fields there with no time. Oh, flipping heck. With no time off for good behaviour. Mommy, I've got a log. Yeah, that's nice, dear. And occasionally I'll take on another contract and then hire workers to do that as well. Now, the only reason that doesn't really work is because they go, I need all the stuff taking to the shops. And I kind of go, well, I don't want to do it. They go, you have to. Oh, I've broken my wood chipper. Hang on. No, I'm not going to feed myself into it. It hasn't reached that stage yet. Get that out of there. There you go. Try not to knock all the logs off there. But anyway, the logs go flipping heck. When you do it properly, the logs go sailing in. All right, there we go. Maybe not. Oh, crikey. That. Grab that. Yeah. Eat that. And then over in the top left-hand corner there, it tells me I made money. So that was 175 quid's worth of wood, which is, I mean, we're not chopping these trees down for cash particularly. To do that, you want a proper lumber device. Now, I rented a proper lumber device, didn't get on with it because all of these, regular trees that we've got kicking around the area, it doesn't want anything to do with them. You kind of go, chop this tree down. It goes, nah, I can't be bothered. I want special trees. What sort of trees do you want? Oh, the easy kind? And you kind of go, oh, it's all right, fine. So I'm dealing with all the easy kind myself. See, I can't even pick that up. It's a travesty. There we are. Just deal with that. I mean, I should at least get this lot out of the way of my car park. And there we go. Apparently I've cut that. I don't know it's there, look. Yeah, it's a very clean cut. Yeah, I'll have that bit. Brilliant. Yeah, terrific. So what's the next aim then? Colonel, I mean, you know, you've always got a scheme or something. Well, hey, see, you kind of go, oh, you've achieved so much. What are you going to do next? I've demonstrated I can make a ton of money if I can be bothered. So what is the next scheme then? What's the next caper? Well, I'd love to know how that works, because my original plan, it was a good one, right? Was I was going to hook this up to that, right, and then get a dozer blade for the tractor and push stuff to the bottom of this, because apparently it just picks it up. And then I went, yes, this would be a good way to do trees. And novel, too. People would tell me I was doing it wrong. But I'd be very happy because I'd feel like I was doing it right. Didn't work. So, yeah, I can't figure out how to get the conveyor belt to actually convey anything. Now, I suspect quite strongly that it only wants to work. What's your problem? I'm too heavy. You're not too heavy. I suspect it only wants to work with particular kinds of facility. So if we stick this down here, I'll show you something else that's quite cool with this. You can drive it. Oh, here I go. Now, it's like some kind of phantom sled at the moment, but no, you can drive that. If we put the dangler down there, which is nice. This is now folded. Yeah, this unfolded. Now, could just be me. And, you know, and I know a thing or two about a dictionary definition once in a while. This is not the definition of unfolded. This, closer to unfolded, I'd say. This, folded. But no, apparently this is now in the deployed and ready for business position. Now, I've tried this before, so I don't know why I'm bothering doing it again. I guess I'm just demonstrating that I have tried this. Is you bang that on there, all right, and then turn the belt on, which is B, and nothing happens, right? I would imagine. Right, forgive me if see. Look, here we go. B, belt on. And then unload here. Stop unloading. Right, well, look, apparently that's ready to load. Now, the other thing that is, of course, a possibility is that these arrows appear to indicate that the belt goes the other way. Now, I don't necessarily hold with that, but you kind of go, and have at it. Now, it helps if you put it on there, of course. Oh, flipping, I got moved the line. Anyway, this should just go. What does it not do? It doesn't do that. It doesn't go. It's very upsetting. Maybe if I try wiggling it now that it's actually got a friend on board. Yes, watch your little pram wheel there and see if that'll get you where you need to be. I mean, I don't think it will, but you never know. I mean, you can even set this thing on cruise. I mean, I could set this to cruise up the field, and it would. I don't know why it does that, but it does, and there you go. So there we are. The belt's active. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Stop unloading, do some unloading, turn on the belt, turn off the belt. Doesn't do anything. It was a massive waste of money, and I'm very tempted to just sell it. Because, well, I'll tell you, I've sold several bits of machinery that I bought, and I went, it's like I bought a log grabber for the tractor. And surely enough, the log grabber would grab a log, and then you would try and pick it up, and the claw goes, no, I am too feeble, and it would let the log go again. And I'd go, well, what use are you then? Oh, no, I am for picking up small branches. And you kind of go, oh, yeah, it's good that. Yeah, small branches. Brilliant, that's fabulously helpful. I can pick small branches up by hand. You were supposed to do the, big numbers like that one. Big logs landing on my face. And no, it's just not happening. So yeah, so a bit of a disappointment there. It's certainly made my my exfoliation plans a little bit. Well, it's put a dent in them, frankly. But I still think I might just push them all in the road and out of sight, out of mind. And then later on, maybe I get a piece of machinery to do that, or maybe the council turn up and tell me to stop doing it. In which case, we get on to my next project. Which we shall address next time, which is something cattle. Yeah, the plan doesn't really extend far beyond that, I'll be honest with you, but I really desperately need slurry. Yeah, I need it, because that way, as is the tradition among farming folk in the UK, when the council does something that I don't like, for instance, get those logs out of the road, I can drive my slurry tanker to the council offices, pebble dash it, and get arrested. Yeah, it's a British farming tradition. I mean, you know, every country has a farming tradition. The French farming tradition is to it's to go on strike. You know, it's a Tuesday. French farmers have gone on strike. They spotted a wooded owl somewhere on the outskirts of La Rochelle. Well, they've gone on strike. But that's the French tradition. Ours is take your slurry tank and pebble dash it and get arrested. And that's how it goes. And get some national media coverage in the process. So as you can see, I've been busy. Yeah, let's do one of these. There you go. You know, it feels like you're accomplishing something, even though the end result is that now I have to pick it up and take it places. Oh, there you go. That got rid of a branch. Yeah, no, just keep cutting it up. And then at some point, I'll come up with a solution to feed all this into the very expensive wood chipper. As it is, I use the wood chipper just for larks. You know, for a bit of variety. I've not fed anything into the wood chipper for a while. Sadly, there's not much you can feed into that. I'd feed that flipping ramp into the wood chipper, given half a chance. But sadly, no. I mean, I haven't tried driving it in. I could use the forks to pick it up, because I'm brilliant at that now. And then feed it into the wood chipper. It's tempting to try, but I know already it's not going to work, because it just isn't. Because they don't work. So whatever you do with them, it's not going to do it. They have turned into quite a nice staircase for me to do that. But I'll be honest, for a staircase, rather pricey. See, that's quite satisfying. I was hoping to do that with big logs, you see, and that would have been great. And if I, just stick them down there, push a whole bunch of them in, and watch it all get up and jam up the machinery. Is that so much to ask? Is it? Yes, it is. So there you go. So that's what I've been up to. I've been Colonel Failure. Yeah, I know. We're done for today. Next time around, something cattle. Now, I don't know if I'm going to go chickens first. I mean, that might be just me chickening out there, going chickens. But ultimately, that's not gone right. Hang on, let's get this one out of the way. Yes, come on. There you go. That seems to be load bearing. There you go. How's that? Yeah, that looks good. Pretty safe is what that is. Are there any more? Hold on, let's get up here. And we'll do this one. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no. Yeah, there you go. Oh, look at the neatness. Yeah, yes. You were starting to do your outro there, son. Yeah, I know, but I figure people are still absolutely riveted by me with a chainsaw. Really? That's a high level of confidence. You already did a chainsawing episode, and you did it in the dark for maximum novelty. Yeah, I know, but I'm a professional. Look at this. Ooh, tasteful. And go. Oh, hold on. I've missed an opportunity. Oh, I haven't missed an opportunity. Check this. All right, I'm not done. This is going to take another minute or two, because I did this and it was brilliant. And I thought, I wonder if I can repeat that. So here we go. All right, here's the truck. You are familiar with it. We've met before. We've had many an adventure in the truck, which is looking a little bit tatty, but I'm okay with that. Right, so you take the truck next to the tree. like that. Alright. Now, it's more helpful if you can predict which way the tree's going to fall, which you can't, which is a shame. I don't know, what do you think? No, I think it is backing up a little bit. Back it up a little bit. To about there? Yeah. Now, all we need to do is any part of this tree fall onto the truck. Any part at all. Right, so we do that. Right, and then if we... Oh, it went a little bit quicker than I'd hoped. No, that's... Oh, hold on. Yeah, no, that might come off. Hang on. Well, I think we can make this work. Right, so you go and get the truck, right? And you back the truck underneath the tree. See, if it goes right, it falls into the back of the truck, which is brilliant. Hang on, I appear to be snagged. Oh, no, you were going backwards. Right, so back up. There you are. Right. And then make contact, and then lash it. And then we're out of here. This was moderately successful. Hang on, I'll just take the bit that isn't snagged. So yeah, take chainsaw, one of the most useful things you can have. Yeah, you do that, right, and then off we go. And because it's lashed, it doesn't fall out the back. Damn it. Okay, yeah, right. Oh, hold on, maybe we can get this bit. Can we? Can we though? Oh, no, not so much. Maybe you're just not trying hard enough. All right, I'll try harder. And under here, look, it did it once while I was doing a bit of clearance earlier on, thinking this would be a good way to make money, which it wasn't. Hold on, we seem to have activated it. It's now blending the countryside. Blend yourself into the back of the truck if you wouldn't mind. I can vaguely see what's going on. Get in the truck, and then I can lash you down, because once it's lashed, you've got it. Oh, look, it worked in practice. You won't... It's got performance anxiety now that you're here, and that's unfortunate, because it really was brilliant. I couldn't actually get it to the sawmill because it wouldn't fit in anything, but there you go. Come on then. No? Don't want to play? No? That's a shame. We'll try one more, and if it doesn't work, I'll leave. All right? Okay, all right. Let's find another... I haven't actually got many trees left that I haven't already abused. Let's try that one. They all seem to want to fall this way. So if I line her up there, like that, nice. And then get Charlie Chainsaw out. There we go. Spin it on the side. And away we go. Right, something like that. I reckon that'll do an angle. And our survey says, I hate you and everything you stand for. Well, that's disappointing. Oh, right. Okay. Well, I've got an idea for next episode's opener anyway. I'll make one work. And we'll catch up next time. I shall endeavour to catch it on celluloid, and then we can all watch it together. And it'll be, ha, 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 look, it's the Colonel. He's doing something silly again. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah. Anyway, I'm Colonel Failure. You're a delight. This series continues for no good reason whatsoever. But it does continue. And I invite you to subscribe to make sure you keep up with it. I've got my van's in a tree, but it's okay. I put it there. Now I'll get rid of that bit. Yep, that's helpful. All right, and get rid of this bit. This is all quite captivating, it has to be said. Ultimately, pointless though, but it's fun. There you go. Do this bit. Yeah, right. I'll catch up with you next time. I'll keep doing this. Have yourself a good... Oh, I might scratch my paintwork. Oh, where's that gone? Yeah, cheerio. Yeah, I'm not going to... Have another go. I'm not going to... Get the words straight in your head and then hit record. That helps. Now, it's no exaggeration to say that I probably spent, I don't know, somewhere between 10 and 12 hours grinding up enough cash to make the astute purchases that I have now made and will probably regret in short order. I don't know what the problem with the grass is. You know, tell me in the comments, and if I pay attention, I might actually be able to get that working again. Do I need to seed it again, or what? Have I just put the wrong texture down and that's not a grassy one? I don't flipping know. But I've got all the kit now, I just can't do anything with it. Anyway, putting that to one side, I've got a grand scheme. I'm going to buy the next field as well. So you think the other side of the one that I've just bought, and I'm going to pick that up. Not soon, because I'm not going to go through that level of grindage again for a little while. I haven't got the energy. Yeah, I'm going to buy that one, right? And then we'll run a road through the middle of it. Oh, yeah. After a bit of smoothage, we'll line the road with trees. Why not? And then I'll have two parallel, really long fields, right? Because the biggest problem with fields is turning around. Once you've got it pointing in a straight direction, you're mostly going to get it right, mostly. So I could do two separate crops in two, like, strippy fields going down the side, yeah? And then run a road up the middle going to the Flog the Bales place. Brilliant. Incidentally, those of you who keep saying, wrap your bales, you'll make more money. I kind of go, wow, whatever. A bale wrapper, yeah, it's fine. I might give it a go at some point. I might not. Just, that's just how it is. Anyway, in the next episode, wildlife.